Hello and welcome to episode 8 of Stoneblock 2. So, immediately, the first thing that you're going to notice is that the walls are still here, right? I told you those would be gone in the last episode, but I had a kind of, well, not really an epiphany, but it's just this is a lot of stone that we'll be quarrying out, and we don't have production of smooth stone, really. We're not making it. Although we could, but I mean, like, why put all this stuff to waste when it's so easy for us to take care of it, right? So if we come over here and we look at RF tools again, there's actually a card for silk quarries, which requires us to use our card in a fashion like a so. Let me find this. That's the silk dish. This is what we need. Okay. So we need 4-dimensional shards. We got that. We found the ore in the mining dimension. 3 diamonds. We got that. A nether star, though. We haven't killed a wither yet. So that's what we got to do right now. So let's head up to the mining dimension. We'll find a platform that I have already arranged. If I can catch the flight here. I also made a couple of charms from Cyclic, which is what you may have seen like just as you were coming in. So one of them is the speed charm. This just gives you, I think, the equivalent of speed 2 all the time until its durability runs out, but since I have the repair charm, its durability never runs out. And then also the antidote charm to auto cure poison and wither. So right over here, this is what we've got set up. We got a piston with a lever. And then we got this. It's called Reinforced Obsidian. It's from Tiny Progressions. And this is a wither-proof block. It means the wither can't break it. So basically, how the mechanic here works is we make the wither, and then we push his head inside this block. It's not completely solid. The middle block in the middle row is empty, and so that kind of gives his head a space to exist, which means he's not suffocating and also won't be pushed out of the block. But if this works, it should mean that we can just kill him without any trouble whatsoever. So let's make him, and then knock him up, and you can see he's kind of inside the block there. The initial explosion will still damage you if you're real close to it, so it's best to back up a little bit and let it happen. Boom. See that? And then, yeah, he's trying to target us. He's trying to break out, but he can't. And gosh, that is loud. I forget about this every single time that I am recording fighting a wither, just how loud they are. So you can see he is actually suffocating. He's taking damage, but I mean, like, we can get in on that too. So let's start smacking him with our good old iron cane sword. We should maybe think about enchanting this thing up a little bit, shouldn't we? Yeah. I do think there's a problem with that in some regards, because I think that some of the enchantments for this apply like it's a tool instead of a weapon. So, like, I don't think we could put looting on it, for instance, because I think that it accepts fortune. And I'm not sure about sharpness either. But yeah, see, boom. Killed the wither. No problem. That's our first one. Isn't it fantastic, guys? So we got it? Yeah, we got a nether star. We got a withering soul. Mystical aggradations. I'm not sure exactly what that's used for. We could take a look. 3 of them makes a wither skeleton skull, and it and a whole bunch of other stuff makes a nether star crux. This is what you need to grow nether stars using mystical crops, the add-on mystical aggradations. So yeah, that's how we kill a wither. But, I mean, it wouldn't be right if we just didn't kill a wither, like, actually at all, right? We have to try to kill a wither for real at least one time in the series, right? So that way nobody can say that we're just out and out cheating. So we're going to do that next, because I don't care. And I think we're strong enough, honestly, with not being taking wither, you know, and we've got speed, we got resistance, we got fire resistance, we got a pretty decent sword. It's not great, but it's decent. I think we can do it. So we'll let him spawn, and we're gonna fight him. And we'll see what we can do here in our mining dimension. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And there we go. Okay, so everything got damaged, as you saw there. He's gonna float up, and we can float up to meet him, so that's not a problem. And he's going to explode some blocks and then get real distracted as he keeps on going up. If I just go over here, he's inside those blocks, and he's going to have difficulty seeing me for a second. And then I can get a few free hits in. Yeah. And I can just kind of wander around him. Since the wither's not hitting us, we are taking damage, but we're not taking that wither effect, and that is supremely helpful. And if we just keep on backing up through these blocks, I mean, this is fighting him legitimately. He can definitely target us. He's definitely hitting us. But he's not being able to target us with everything, and so we are kind of winning. So we're going to heal up real quick, get ourselves some food, back off for a second, and let him freak out as he tries to figure out exactly where we're at, and then we'll come back in for some more swings. It'd be helpful if we had like some extra health or something, or if I had thought to make some potions before coming in here, because obviously I could have like a strength potion going, or maybe there's a way to give ourselves like a permanent strength effect through some armor or some enchants or something. I don't know. But it's not something I've looked into. But yeah, boom, there we go. A legit wither kill. And so now I'm not going to feel bad because I'm not going to kill it like that again. Like from now on, it's just going to get killed using that setup that I showed you originally, like right out of the gate. Because, I mean, we've proven that we can take it, like no problem, so there's no point in us fighting it again. So now I'm going to clean this up a little bit, light it up again, so that way stuff won't spawn here in the mining dimension. And then I'm going to head back and we'll start looking at making that next piece for the quarry. Alright, and here we are back in our lovely base, am I right? So I got the recipe all set up over here. Now I did have to convert the quarry back over to a normal one instead of the silk, or the clearing quarry, because the clearing one, for some reason, it wouldn't accept it. So yeah, this is it, and boom, we got a silk quarry now, and then we can just do the same thing that we did before, where we'll do this, and then we got a clearing silk quarry. Isn't that great? Okay, so then, if we take a look at this thing, so like I said before, there's dimensions, there's offsets, this tells you what you're going to do, and you can change the shape of it, so like if I want it solid or hollow inside, and I want it solid because I want the whole thing to be mined out, and then we've got, you know, shapes, we've got a box, we've got top of a dome, and if we make this like way bigger, right? Oh, right. 512 is like the biggest, but I mean, honestly, like 100? And then maybe we want it 50 tall. 50, not 150. And then maybe we want it, you know, 100 wide. And then you can see here, this is what the shape will actually look like. And so we can do like bottom of a dome. We can do a whole sphere. We can do a cylinder, a capped cylinder, which I'm not actually seeing like the difference there, if I'm being honest. Then we got a prism, which looks pretty darn cool, honestly. A torus, which is like it still has the point in the center. Is that how this works? Like it doesn't? Yeah. Nice big old torus. And then a cone, and then a heart, and then composition, not sure what that one is, honestly. Scan, and then we got back to our box. Now, me personally, I was thinking that we'd go for the dome, the top of the dome, and then we'll make tunnels underneath it for all of our various cables and stuff. So from then, it's just basically trying to figure out where the offset would be for the builder itself. So we'll leave that there. Let's go ahead and pull out, not that bag, this bag here. We'll pull out our builder, flux point, lever, and the filter module. Oh, by the way, the recipe for this, I don't know if I showed you, but it's just iron bars and obsidian. Super cheap to make these blocks. Way, way easy. Oh, and then we'll also need to pull out our ender chest, because I already put our other ender chest behind our storage wall here. Let me show you, just so we're all super duper clear on that. Yeah, you can see it right there, and then it's piping in, and then it's got, you know, the upgrades on it. The transfer nodes and stuff are great, super great. Short range, long range, not so much. So anyways, we'll want to build it pretty much right here in the center. So let's go ahead and we'll take the offset to 0, 0, and 0, and then see what that looks like. Because, I mean, it looks like it starts it at the bottom. So let's put down our builder right here, put in the filter module, and then we'll put the flux point on there, and then select our network. And then, yeah, it's filling up with energy. That's great. Then we got to put a chest on top, and then a lever on the side, and then our shape card, and then let's see if we can preview. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it is mining just the layer up above. If we went far enough out, we'd have to go like a full 100 blocks out, though. We might start to see the center of it, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure that that's working the way that I want it to. It should only mine stone regardless. But let me see if I can get a better preview going. Give me a sec. Okay, I mined a real long tunnel down here just so I could check it out, and I mean it's definitely going up from here, but it doesn't extend out past where I would expect it to. So I think we are actually good that we can turn this puppy on and see how it works, but it's still a little frightening because this obviously, you know, there's always that chance that I miscalculated something and this could go pretty bad for us, but you know, it's whatever. So let's just go ahead and see what happens. Can we get the now where's the thing highlighting? Here we go. Maybe we can see where it's doing its work, because I would kind of like to see that. The one place that's going to be kind of troubling is, of course, you know, the farm down here. When it gets mined out, there'll be monsters that are just released out into the wild, but you know, it's whatever. We can handle it. It's not exactly like a difficult prospect. Probably means that we should kind of turn it off, but I mean, we're already going, aren't we? So yeah, basically this is just going to take a while to do its work because our power generation is not good enough to keep up with how this thing works. I just really wish that we could see where it was, turn that off. Wish we could see where it was working so we could go down and check it out. I mean, let's go down, I guess, and make sure that this isn't just hollowing something out here. Which I don't see anything down below even more. No? I set up a squid farm down here. I don't know if I ever showed you that. But yeah, I don't see where it's working, but it should be it should be set correctly, so we should be getting a good space. In the meantime, while we're waiting on that, the other thing that we need to work on for the immediate future is a mega torch. This is a great block if you've never messed with it. Basically what this does is it just prevents hostile mobs from spawning within a certain radius. I think it's 64 blocks by default. Yeah, stops mob spawns in a 64 block radius. So yeah, that's fantastic. So we got 3 torches, 2 diamonds, 2 logs, 2 gold blocks. Gold we have in abundance. 2 diamonds, and then 3 torches. I think I have some torches that I just, you know, from stuff that I broke. I guess not, but it's not like it's difficult to get them either. Did one just bounce back at us? That was crazy. So, what? Is it? Ah, it's going back into the torch to fill up its durability. Okay, I see what's going on. That's a pretty handy feature. I didn't even know that was a thing. So then that and that, that and that, and then we'll need 2 logs, which of course we have plenty of those over here. So just any 2 will do. And then we'll put this in here, and then this is kind of like the oh, I don't want it there, though. I want it on top of the ender chest. Can it not go on top of the ender chest? Oh. I mean, I could put just a block on top of the ender chest, and then I bet it would. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. So that should, A, silence the mob farm issues that we were just thinking we would have, and then also keep anything from spawning within the radius that I set the quarry to. So basically, we're just waiting for this thing to finish, and as soon as I see some progress on it, I'll try to drag you back. But it's so long that I have to kind of let this do its business, so I'm gonna AFK it, and I might miss it. But if I have something to show you on that, I will draw you back in. Otherwise, I'll show you the finished product. Ooh, I actually just noticed on our mini map that we've got a thing going on over there on the side. You can see what's happening there, and then when I came over here, the little highlight block started appearing, so we can actually see where it's working. There are 2 hostile mobs out there, so I'm a little bit worried, but they might have spawned before we put down the mega torch. And I would think that if a lot of them were going to spawn, then, or if they weren't being affected by the mega torch, there'd be more than 2. So I'm maybe worrying for nothing. But yeah, look, it is definitely working. I'm pretty excited about that. And then I was going to start working on something else. Yeah, getting our power generation just a little bit better, right? We can make these speed upgrades, right? And those can go inside of our generators as well. So assuming that the lava transfer production stuff can keep up, which, I mean, it does appear that it's doing so. I put 1 in here, and it bumped us up. You can see 80 RF is kind of what it's producing in the top, the Wayla there. So if we were to put 3 more in there, then you can see it bumps it up to 200. And that, ooh, the lava is, maybe it's keeping up. I don't know. But if we do this to all of them, oh, and I just crashed my game. That's a thing that's going on with this. It's actually a problem. Inserting more things into an inventory than the inventory can handle, which in this case I tried to insert 4 upgrades into where there was already an upgrade in the slot. That kind of crashes the game. So I'll be right back. And we're back. So I finished. I upgraded all the generators. They've got the full 4. I also put some speed upgrades in these just to make sure the pipes were keeping up. We are actually keeping up. I think the lava's keeping up too, or maybe we will slowly run out as all of this backlog is unfilled. But I mean, like, for now we're good. I went down instead of up. So yeah, basically we're just waiting for this to get done. But yeah, our dome is being built. Now that I reloaded, I'm not seeing any monsters out there, and so that makes me think that the mega torch is working and we don't have to worry about that. So now we're just waiting for this to be done. I'll see you in a little bit. You know, I said that, but then naturally I had to see what it was looking like, so I dug out a tunnel to come over here and look. So yeah, you can see that it's digging to the correct level, because the stone that it stopped working on is the same level as the ground everywhere else. It's making the shape correctly, and this is what it actually looks like when it's doing its business. I mean, like, you can see that it's just as quickly as it can. It's tearing down the stone here, and then it's depositing it into that ender chest that's on top of it. Oh man, all of our grass or our ground got Huh, I wonder what happened there. Anyways, yeah, you can see it's depositing it into the ender chest, which is being sucked into our storage network, and, I mean, yeah, it's filling up. Now, this drawer, in particular, has the max upgrades on it. It's got the emerald tier. So the maximum capacity here is, yeah, 6,144 stacks. So that's 64 times that amount. So, I mean, like, it can store a lot of stone. I'm hoping it'll catch this whole project, but if not, you know, it is what it is. It's got a void upgrade on it, so if it does go over, then it just goes over, and it's whatever. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and call the episode for there, and then I'll bring you back at the beginning of the next episode, and we'll see what our base looks like now, and we can get started on trying to get some building going on. Maybe we'll set up another mob farm. Maybe we'll look into some other projects. But guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really helps me feel motivated, helps others to see the videos too, of course. Please also subscribe if you're brand new. I want to see you back in the next episode as well. And feel free to leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, I will answer them. I'll see you down there. Have a great day, guys. Peace!